Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are at Becca's house and we are going to be working on her living room and really just focusing on decorating it for fall, making it nice and warm and cozy. But first I wanted to just let Becca take a minute or two and just share a little bit about herself and her story.
I'm Becca and I'm 26. I grew up in New York, but I moved here when I was in high school, so I definitely miss like the fall seasoning of New York. It's not the same here in Arizona. So fall is definitely my favorite season, and making like the inside of my house feel homier and like fall makes me feel just like a little bit at home anyway. I have two kids and they're both disabled with a very rare progressive terminal disease, so I don't always have time to like go to the store and take them both with me. It's kind of a hassle and like decorate my house and make it feel super homey. I also have lots of people who come in and out of the house a lot, so it makes it nicer just like having people come in the house and enjoying my house and having them like also enjoy my house if they're here for hours on end, like working with my kids. I'm definitely super excited and I'm really grateful for this experience.
I feel like as soon as we saw your email, we both just felt really drawn to you, and so we were just excited to hear more about your story. This is her living room back here. Do you want to share kind of like what you were hoping for with this space?
I think I just wanted to be like homier, just really feel like the fall season like in the house. The warm tones, because I feel like right now it just feels so empty. I don't know, when you decorate for fall, I feel like it just makes it more like cozy.
Kind of neutral with pops of burnt orange is what you said before,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
So at one point I had her send me pictures of homes and rooms that she liked. She didn't have to say specifically what she was liking about it, but just in general. As Kyle and I were like flipping through the pictures, both of us were immediately cozy. Like that is the vibe we got. And so that's really what we've kind of worked towards in this space.
I'm super excited to see it though. I can't wait.
Me too. All right, Becca is gone for the day. She's hanging out with a friend. So now Kyle and I are just going to start bringing everything in and then we'll get to work. If you're new here, Room Rescue is a series that Kyle and I started a few months ago where we are going into homes of people who live in the Phoenix, Arizona area, and we are finding out what spaces people are struggling with, and then we are coming into their homes and giving them a full room makeover. So I will link our previous Room Rescue up above, but stay tuned because there's a lot more Room Rescue makeovers coming. We definitely brought a lot more than we're gonna need, but that way we'll be prepared. All right, so we are actually gonna start with the shelves. We're gonna put up some DIY shelves that we made literally yesterday. We made them. We're gonna put those up by the TV. But before we do that, we actually wanna go outside and just lay out the rug while we are focusing on decorating for fall. And we're not doing any big renovations. We're not painting. We're not doing any of that stuff today. We did just want to add a few extras in, if you will, to kind of make the space feel more cozy for their family. And one of those things is a rug. Another item that we're bringing in is going to be a coffee table. And we actually have a DIY console table that we also did a DIY on recently. And so those are kind of like the extra pieces. It's not technically fall, but it is going to help us decorate for fall. And then once the fall season's over, they can just kind of change a few things up and end up keeping and maintaining that really cozy, warm feeling in the space. So the way her living room is laid out is you walk in, the couch is on the left, and then there's actually a large space, and then the TV and all of that stuff is over here. It is just pretty bare over on this side. We're gonna add some floating shelves on both sides of the TV. That will give her more function in the space if she wants to add some functional items up there, but also it'll give her a place to decorate more and just create, again, that cozy vibe. So these are the shelves that we made.
We're doing 30-inch shelves, so 10-foot boards, 120 inches. You get 4 boards out of it. Cut them in 30-inch sections.
And so they're not technically floating because you can see the brackets. You know, they go like this. And so really you only see the brackets from that bottom side, but it makes them really sturdy. And then we get packs, I think it's a pack of 6 of these brackets for like about $20. And actually they go on sale randomly, so I think we got these for even cheaper than that. Everything will be linked below, but this is just literally a board. Sanded it with 60 grit, then sanded it with 220, and then stained it with Early American stain. Super simple and easy to do. They're gonna look so pretty, so we're gonna put these on either side of the TV stand. We just noticed that the couch is not quite centered on these pictures that they have up. Such pretty pictures. We're gonna go ahead and just push the couch over so it's nice and centered. That means we're also going to push the TV stand over a little bit so that it's centered on the couch, and then that will let us align our shelves a little bit better. So we're doing 11 inches between the bottom of the top shelf and the top of the bottom shelf. Yeah, let's hold this up and see kind of where that's gonna fall.
So this will go right here. There you go, done.
Where did it go? Oh my gosh, the shelves look so good. It definitely adds like a custom look, and it's gonna give her so much more space to decorate and add things in. It does make me feel like I almost wanna add a little basket or something to beneath the shelves just because it's feeling just a little bit kind of more bare, but we'll see, I don't know. Over here, we're going to add in the console table. It's one that I found on Facebook Marketplace and I loved it so much. It was so beautiful, but it had some like outdoor elemental damage. And so I had tried to actually sand it down in a previous vlog. I tried to sand it down to raw wood, realized half of it was raw wood. I mean, half of it was hardwood and then half of it was just a veneer on top, but there was so much like damage to it that I had to get sanded down anyway. So then we ended up actually doing Beyond Paint, and that worked out so beautifully. So yesterday was when I painted that. So I painted the table black with Beyond Paint, just the licorice color. I just left like the outer edges of the drawer because there's like a little rim. I left those as raw wood, and so I felt like it just gave it a little something extra, but the base of it is all black, and I just think it turned out so pretty. And then these are the hardware. I soaked these in vinegar and scrubbed them just to kind of clean them up a bit and try to see if I could get some of the tarnish off. And a lot of it came off, and I just feel like now they look so pretty. So we're gonna add the hardware on, and then we're gonna start building the coffee table.
When we were younger, we used to sit on the grass among the flowers. We just let the days pass by. People would tell us to get a grip of ourselves and get a job. We didn't care what we were told, 'cause when we were younger, we used to sit on the grass and go, damn, I don't wanna grow old. I wish I could turn back time.
All right, on one hand, I think this is so beautiful. On the other hand, I do feel like the knobs might not quite be what we were going for. I can paint them, but for now I'm just gonna leave them because we're gonna be adding a few gold accents here and there just to kind of warm up the space, and that might end up tying it all in. But if not, we can always reevaluate, or something that you can change later. But it looks so pretty. I love this.
Sitting out in the cold, it wasn't possible to make us embarrassed. We were free.
It's gonna be such a pretty color. So originally I actually wanted to find a coffee table on Facebook Marketplace, but I just couldn't find one that was a good deal, that was the right size, that wasn't like an hour and a half away. So we ended up finding this one from Walmart. I think it was on sale for $138. It feels like nice solid wood. It feels very good quality. And it's the Better Homes and Gardens brand, which I'm always impressed with their stuff. Okay, actually, while Kyle is building the coffee table, I'm gonna start working on this console table. So there's a few things I wanna do. One, I want to kind of layer in some pieces, but one of the pieces that I wanna add is a mirror, because this is the area, like right when you walk into the living room and kitchen area, this is kind of part of your view. So let me show you. Okay, so this is the living room, but you can see like there's 2 windows there. Then you have your big screen door, and then this is the console table. So I kind of want to add a mirror here to almost mimic the window. It obviously won't look quite the same, but it'll kind of just even things out and then draw your eye in over here. I think this is the mirror we're gonna use. I just think it's so pretty. If she had older kids, I might actually just style it like this. But since she does have young kids, we are going to end up hanging this. But for now, I'm just gonna set it here and then we'll hang it in a little bit.
When we got older, we tried to stay in touch.
All right, change of plans. We've got to change up the handles. As pretty as they are so vintage, and it's just pulling the space like in a weird direction because nothing else in her home is like that vintage vibe. And so we are going to have to spray paint the handles. I think we're gonna paint them black, and that's gonna just kind of tie them in with the piece, and it'll end up pulling the piece less vintage and more modern. So I think that's just what we gotta do. We're gonna start decorating the shelves because I need Kyle's help to help hang that mirror, and until I get the mirror officially hung, I don't think I can really get anything else done over there. But this is a frame that I got from, it's normally from TJ Maxx, but it's brand new and it was from the thrift store, so I got it for like $4. If you're trying to stretch your budget, one of the best things that you can do is get a nice quality frame and then go on Etsy, search up whatever style home decor you love or whatever season you're looking for, and look up digital download prints, and you will find thousands and thousands and thousands. If I'm into something farmhouse, then I'll look up farmhouse fall prints, digital prints. Or if I want like a vintage vibe, or if I want, you know, like hand painted, whatever it is. And then for just a couple of dollars, usually like maybe $3 or $4, and you'll get multiples in a pack. Then you go to somewhere like Walgreens, Walmart, wherever you want to get your prints done. I typically will just get them done in an 8x10 because that's like the most universal size, and you can still use larger frames than an 8x10, but just have it either matted out or like this, like where it's a floating piece, and then your piece of art looks a lot bigger than it actually is. Here I have, you know, different ones from springtime or summer. I have actually little canvas pieces in here. You can order those online. So here you get into fall, and I have a ton of different fall ones that I just keep in this binder. And then whenever I want to use them, I just pull them out. So I'm gonna find one of the fall ones to put in the frame for her. And this is nice because it's very budget friendly and you can keep reusing them. And then also you buy the frame once, you buy the print once, you get that printed, and you can keep rechanging it out every season for a couple of dollars. I really wanna find one that kind of pulls really orange because I wanna make sure we're adding a lot of those burnt orange colors in like she requested. I think I'm going between this one or this one. I'm almost leaning towards this because it just feels a little bit more cozy. So we'll pull it out and put it in our frame. I'm also gonna add in a reed diffuser up here. I'll put it up high so our kids don't get into it, but it's just gonna add a nice little scent throughout her living room area. These are usually not very overpowering, but this one is in the scent orange and cinnamon. So as I'm styling the shelves, I want to kind of counterbalance the height. I want to add a lot of texture. Also, I tend to kind of play around with numbers. So like this shelf will have 3 items and it's kind of in a long cluster. So on this shelf, I'll kind of try to have 2 different clusters. And it doesn't always work out that way, but if you can, it looks nice. This is a little ceramic pot that I thrifted, $4. Such good finds. All right, before we start decorating that second shelf, I'm going to pull out another picture, and then I have another frame. This is just a frame that I got and I just pulled it from my house. We're gonna use it here. Just like that, you have some custom affordable art. This pumpkin is. It was $9 from Ross. Okay, for the second shelf, I have a few different ideas. This was a piece that I had. It's just from Walmart. And then I went to Dollar Tree. I picked up a bunch of these little picks. They are obviously $1.25 each. All you do is just untwist. I literally just did this last night. All right, I literally just did this last night. Look at this one. Okay, here's my proof. I untwisted it. I untwisted like 2 of them. There we go. You untwist it, then you have these cute little pumpkins. They come in all different shapes and sizes and colors. Well, I guess they're all kind of the same size, but they come in all different colors. Anyway, and I'm just gonna fill this up and they're gonna be my little vase filler. Just get creative when you find like vase filler, and it's pretty because you can reuse this vessel all the time for every season. Go to Dollar Tree and get different vase filler each season, and you have seasonal decor. Next we have a little vase over here and a picture, which I don't have anything in, but I would just have her fill it with some kind of picture. Ooh, we might want a little more height over here. So I do have these leaves from Dollar Tree as well, but I might actually go outside and just kind of spray paint them a little bit, tone down the colors just a touch, and make them look a little bit more high end. And then I think those might look nice in this vase a little bit. We would just kind of play around with the leaves a bit. So I'm just using the same 2 colors that I used on some florals that I'll show you guys later. It's like a dark brown and then a dark green, Hunt Club green and espresso. And I'm just gonna take those simple dollar store leaves and lightly spray them and kind of tone down their really vibrant color. Okay, so we're about to hang this mirror, and to make it a lot easier, we just got this like picture hanging wire. This way you only have to put 1 hole in your wall. It gives you so much wiggle room, like you don't have to get it perfect, just kind of like about at the height that you want, and then you can kind of adjust it from there.
There you go.
So how we're gonna hang it up, we're using these monkey hooks. So basically you just, like if this is drywall, it goes into your drywall like this.
I like the demonstration. There you go.
Drywall's all the way up here. It pushes against your drywall just like that, and then all you're left with is a little hole, but you have a hook, and then to pull it out, just 1 little tiny hole.
There you go.
There's no fixing your drywall, but it's so nice because it can hold quite a bit of weight, and you can get these in different sizes. They have some that are like maybe 100 pounds or 50 pounds, whatever. Anyway, so we've used this since we lived in Georgia or something, forever.
Yeah, many times. Poke in the hole.
And this is no tools needed too.
Twist it up. And then, bam. That's it. Done deal.
What we can be, like with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we wait.
And then just to stabilize the bottom a little bit, we have Velcro command strips, and we'll just stick them onto the bottom wherever we want it, and then the bottom of the mirror won't move. This isn't gonna hold it up, but it's just gonna stabilize it.
Somehow we can't miss out.
These flowers I spray painted yesterday. I see like that light green in there. That was the color of these. They were a clearance find from Walmart, but you just spray paint them different colors and look how pretty they look now. So beautiful. And so this whole entire big, huge bunch cost $12 because I got 6 stems. And then this big woven vase, I think I got this from Kohl's like a few years ago, but it's just such like a nice versatile piece. So again, it's something that she'll be able to restyle season after season just by, you know, you can even get like Dollar Tree florals, just get them wherever. Paint them up and add them in. So for the console tool, we have a few different options.
Be free with me.
You know, something back here, I don't know. I think I'm gonna try to see if we can style some coffee table books on here. So this is just one that I had, and this is one that came in a pack that I got from Amazon. But this one's cool because it's blank inside. So her kids can literally use this as like a coloring book and draw on it inside, and she can just keep it forever. And it looks pretty, and it has all her kids' drawings inside. So I definitely changed up this console table quite a bit. I kept kind of playing around with things, and the more I went on, the more I just realized I really wanted it to feel really simple and calming and, you know, kind of just not overdo it, kind of enjoy that simplicity of it. So I ended up putting it back to basically how I had it right in the beginning, and just having that beautiful wood dish right in the middle, and then having the flower vase on one side and the lamp on the other. And I think sometimes it's just nicer to keep things a little bit more simple, but definitely continue playing around with decor until it feels right to you. That's what I had before, and I think there's other pieces on here. But what about when we do this? As you saw, we did end up painting those drawer pulls black, and it was absolutely the right choice because it really helped the console table feel a lot more simple. And also I feel like it just kind of added to the space and didn't distract from it, because although the brass color was so beautiful, it really kind of stole the spotlight and also just made things around it not quite fit the aesthetic that we were going for and that Becca already had going on in her home. All right, next I want to focus on kind of like the couch area. So we are going to add a beautiful 8x10 rug into here. It's one that I found at Walmart, and I've been eyeing it for actually maybe like a month or so. So I'm really excited to use it in the space. It's very neutral. It'll go with everything. It's just, I love it. And we're also going to add in the coffee table, and then we'll add in like the throw pillows and the rug and all of that stuff. And it'll just kind of tie the space together. It'll add a lot of texture and make it feel really, really cozy. So we'll go grab the rug right now. Oh my gosh, I love this rug so much. But one thing that I did want to mention is, well, I guess 2 things. One is, do not feel like if you have carpet, you can't add a rug. You can 1000% add a rug over a carpet. It really just does the same thing as it does over hard floors. It grounds the furniture so it doesn't feel like all the furniture is just kind of floating in a room. It also will add texture. It instantly adds a cozy feel, and it extends the life of your flooring. But one thing I do want to mention about this is make sure that you're getting the right size rug. So typically you'll want to go for at least an 8x10 in a living room because you want all the front legs of the furniture at least to be sitting on the rug, and that's really what kind of helps to ground the space. But I want you to actually scroll back for about 30 seconds and pay attention to how this living room completely changes just by adding a rug and a coffee table. And also keep in mind that you can find rugs and coffee tables and things like this on Facebook Marketplace, or you can snag them on sale, and they can make such a big impact in your space. Okay, we are going to give Becca and her family really cozy, comfy pillows. So the way we're doing that is I have some pillow inserts. I just always get mine off Amazon because they're the best price. I got these in a pack of 4. Now they look really flimsy and floppy right now, but I'm gonna pop them in the dryer just for a few minutes, and they're gonna be fluffy and beautiful. And then the pillow covers that I got for her, this is a pack of 3. I believe it's like $12 if you get 18 by 18. Basically, you want to be one size down on your covers because it'll give a more full look. So I got these ones. They're really soft and cozy. However, they're also versatile. Like, this is obviously more fall, but these ones can go for any time of the year. They're just brown and white or cream. And then I also got this one. Such a pretty fabric, and this also is like very warm, perfect for fall, but also can go any time of the year. Now while the pillows are fluffing up for a few minutes, I got these beautiful big baskets just from Walmart. This is going to be 2 different things for her because I did get 2 of them, one to go under each set of shelves. One is going to be for her kids' toys so that she can do like a quick pickup in here. This is one of my favorite mom hacks. I've used this for years. Anytime you have young kids at home, it's really nice to have like a toy bin in the living room that can just be, it doesn't have to be organized, it can just be kind of tossed in. And then the other one we're gonna put on the other side of the shelves. So this one is going to go over here, and whichever one she wants to use for what, obviously, but one is gonna be to store blankets because I noticed they have a lot of snuggle up blankets by the couch. So she has one for toys, one for blankets, and of course she can always adjust what she uses these for, but they're really functional, nice size bins. Alexa, what time is it in Arizona? And I am gonna leave her this other pillow cover because when it's not the fall season, she'll be able to put this on that one and be good to go. The next thing we're adding in is some blankets. So I picked a blanket that again could kind of go from season to season, but when we have all these orange pieces and the fall feeling in here, it is going to absolutely pull fall. But then when you take all that out, it's just a pretty neutral blanket. But I picked it because one, it's a tight knit, so it's not gonna snag on anything, so it's very functional for kids. It's also got that warm color, and then it has texture. Anytime you can add texture into a space, it is instantly going to add a lot of interest, and also it's going to add a lot of warmth. Is over here working on actually stabilizing this again because she has young kids. We just want to make sure it's not falling over, so he got one of those, what do you call it, like
it's anti-tipping furniture kit. Basically we're just strapping it to the wall so that it can't fall forward and land on somebody. Look how stable that is.
Especially because it has, you know, like those little legs and it's on carpet. It was
really tippy.
It would be okay if, again, you have older kids or, you know, just adults, but with little kids grabbing at stuff, you definitely wanted to do this.
I feel much better about that.
I agree. Okay, so for her coffee table, I want to keep it pretty simple, but we do want to add a little something. So I got this little tray. I actually have the same tray in my office on my desk, and I love it. It has some nice texture. It is gold, so it'll add some warmth, but it kind of goes all year round. And then to that, I have one of my thrifted vases. And then right on top, we have some more of those leaves. These ones I just painted the same way. So I added the brown and the green onto that. And now they just look so pretty. Way more high-end than like they came from Dollar Tree, which is exactly where they came from. And then we're gonna add a candle. So pretty, look at this one. This is that candle that I was thinking of using on the console table, but it smells so good. This is the Red Farm Apple and Pumpkin. It's from Walmart, but it's nice because once she burns it, she can still use the same jar next year or whenever she wants to. So style that on here. All right, and I'm actually gonna steal this little guy right here. We'll replace them with this really cute little terracotta pumpkin. Apparently it was from Target sometime like last year or the year before, or at some point it was from Target. These are actually from Target too, but we are going to put these just right here. That way if she wants to store something in here, she can, or it can just be something really simple. But a lot of times I like styling things in numbers of 3. It just kind of looks really pleasing to the eye. This is one of her blankets. It's so pretty. All right, here is the before of Becca's home in her living room. You can see it was just kind of a blank space. She didn't have a whole lot of decor in here, and there were not a lot of those elements that were really tying the space together, pulling it in, grounding it, or adding that cozy element that she really spoke about and just explained that she really was kind of wanting that in her home. But I thought this makeover was so cool because we didn't have to do anything extensive. We didn't add wallpaper, we didn't tile, we didn't put in new flooring, we didn't even paint walls, and now look at this space. It looks completely different. So we first started out by adding those 4 floating shelves or semi-floating shelves. We DIY'd these just by cutting down some 2x10s, sanding them, staining them, and then installing the brackets on the wall and attaching the shelves. And these are such a perfect staple for almost any living space because now she's going to have a spot up off the floor to decorate for the seasons. She can change this up as she sees fits. I love the warm wood that we chose, and I love just how versatile and functional these pieces can be for her home. Now moving on to that console table area, I adore this. I knew this was going to make a big difference in the space, but I honestly didn't even expect it to make this huge of an impact. But immediately when you walk into her living room, and honestly when you walk into her home, you see this and it's so beautiful. It really just draws your eye in. I love that we added the mirror to kind of mimic the window on the other side. We completely flipped this furniture piece using Beyond Paint, and so it didn't take a lot of time or effort, but the difference in where we started with this piece to the final product was just out of this world. It looks so beautiful, so high-end. And now with this, she has the added function of a mirror. She has an extra light over here. She has all of this warm decor and another place to style some things to make her home feel a little bit more cozy and homey. And she also has the added function of 4 extra drawers. And then moving over to the left side of her living room, we didn't change up the sectional. We didn't do anything crazy over here, but we did ground the space by adding in that beautiful textured rug. I love this rug so much. One, because it's very simple and neutral, and it also doesn't have a really overpowering print or anything, so it's not something that she's going to be getting sick of anytime soon. We also added in this coffee table, which of course is going to give them function, a place to prop up their feet, put a drink, eat their food, whatever they want to do with it. But it also gave us an opportunity to add a little bit more decor over here and just kind of, again, bring in that cozy, warm feeling. And we also achieved that over on the couch area by adding in some new throw pillow inserts with some beautiful textured pillow covers. And then we finished off the couch area with some textured throw blankets. And then the final things that we did was just add in a few little details here and there. So we added in those blanket and toy baskets beneath the floating shelves, which one kind of fills that space, also gives their family a lot of function, and also just continues to add a little bit of symmetry, which is always pleasing to the eye. We also last minute added in a blanket ladder just to kind of fill this space and also give her another spot to store her blankets. And then we added in a few pieces of layered lighting, and I feel like this was just the cherry on top. It really added to that cozy vibe that she was looking for, and I feel like it makes the space feel so much more inviting and makes the decor feel so much more intentional when you add in those pieces of layered lighting. But now we're going to share exactly how Becca felt about her new space. You guys can open your eyes.
was not expecting that. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. That's so pretty. I mean, look at it. I was not expecting that at all. I feel like it's like a whole new living room. I love it. Oh my gosh. Do you like it? Is it so pretty? Isn't that crazy? It's a whole new room. Do you love it?
Yeah.
Me too.
It looks so different, right?
Yeah. It doesn't feel as like huge and empty anymore. Because I feel like before it just felt so wide and like empty and just not super homey, and it's like totally transformed into like very, very homey. Oh, the lamp. Oh my gosh. It's so cute. Do you like it, Asher? Look at There's lots of stuff in here. Yeah. You like it? It's a picture of mommy and daddy. It literally looks like a Pinterest room. That's crazy. I could have never done this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm so happy you guys like it. This entire process cost about $500, but we did not extend any of the cost to them. We just wanted to fully give back to them and do something that otherwise they wouldn't have been able to do at this time. Going forward, we are excited to do so many more of these room rescues, and we would love to offer these to people in need at little to no cost to them. So we are going to be opening up channel memberships, and a portion of every single membership will be going to families in need so that they don't have to come out of pocket at all or very much for these full-on room rescues. We will have all the information for that down below. We are so excited for all the things to come. Thank you again so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. This, do you like to color? Yeah. This book is just for you and your brother. This one right here. Pictures like for your mom to look at. She can think, oh, that's so pretty. She likes that couch. But this one, it's blank. So you can draw all your pictures and color in here. That one is just for you guys.
I literally saved this stuff on Pinterest, and I've never imagined my like, house would look like this before, so I'm like, this doesn't look real. Thank you so much. I'm so shocked right now. I don't know what I was expecting, but it literally was not this. It wasn't anything like huge, and then I go home and I'm like, oh, it looks like a whole different room. I love it.